All right, what's going on, everybody? Gibby Card Stacks here, and I had about $1,000 of sales this week, and I can't believe some of these prices. All right, this was a very crazy week of sales. A lot of big stuff, a lot of big names in here. Let's talk about it. All right, first one up, Amari Stoudemire, PSA 10 Prism Hyper. I bought this at a show. I love Amari, but I was like, hey, you know, I'll enjoy it for a little bit. I'll post it up for sale, and if it sells, it sells. I ended up selling this for about 30 bucks, so net fees and everything. I got my money back. I bought this and a Jake Plummer Prism Blue Camo to 25 for 25 bucks. Basically into that Plummer for nothing now. So if I can sell that for about 15, it's going to ComC. I'll make a decent amount there off of the $25 that I started with. Cool card, but not something I'd hold forever, but just a cool card that I picked up for like 10 bucks. Paige Bueckers, I am checking her market just about every single day. Her prices are astronomical. I just bought 3 copies of this card from Burbank Sports for like 8 bucks a piece, I think, like a week ago. Now these are doing about 15 to 20-ish. It's insane. I can't believe it. And yeah, I'm stunned. So this sold for 20 bucks. I kind of get a feeling like her Sapphires they're kind of doing like 40-ish. They were doing 10, then 20, now 30, now up to 40. I feel like those will be like 60-ish. I don't know where these will go, but I'm kind of just preparing for that $20 mark. Maybe they hit 30. I don't know. I'd have to look at where Caitlin Clark was, but those were crazy. I mean, I bought 10 of these Paige Bueckers Sapphires for like 55 bucks a piece not long ago. So just been going heavy on her, and it's been working out. Zach Wilson, Drip. This is a case hit of sorts out of Prestige, I imagine, given that that's what this is labeled as. I got this for 25 cents at a show. I know no one wants Zach Wilson. He might not even be QB3 in Denver right now, but at 25 cents, I will take that all day. I ended up selling it for $10, I think. So again, 25 cents to $10, I will do that all day, every day. Malachi Nelson, this is a card I was going to send to ComC. I really don't know why I bought this. I mean, I bought it the day Maddox Madsen was announced starting quarterback for Boise, and everyone was like, oh my God, 5-star Malachi Nelson is not the starter, right? And this was ending on DC Sports like later that day, and I was like, oh no, there were no bids. No one's bidding on this, so I'll buy it for $1. I ended up buying it for $1. I think I sold it for $4. Nothing. Number 2 ranked player in the 2023 high school class. Yeah, okay. Shout out to those recruiting websites. Eli Holstein to $4.99. I picked up a couple of these right at the beginning of the season, and right, as they were starting to get, I think 2-0, 3-0. Bought them for about 10 to 15 bucks. Sold one recently in my last sales video for 40. Someone sent an offer for 41, which I respect. I had it listed for like 50. I'm like, hey, I'll pay you over the last comp. I know you just sold it for 40. I'll pay you 41. So I felt good about it. I just feel like 40 for a refractor auto is a little steep, especially if a transfer guy. Once Pitt loses, once any team loses right now, their stuff goes down. Like you look at Jackson Dart. Once a team loses, that value definitely tanks, which if there's a guy that you think you missed in the offseason, you're like, man, I should have bought more, and you still believe in them, wait for that first loss, buy up Jackson Dart, buy up Milroe, buy up Dart, whoever you believe in, right? It's a long season. We've got the championship games for their conferences. We've got Heisman. We've got the playoffs. Plenty of opportunity. All right, Drake May. Got this at DC for like 7 or 8 bucks. I've had this listed for a while. Someone sent an offer for 15. Starter for New England now. I'm not optimistic. I'm not going to hold. I have no FOMO that Drake May is going to perform well. Maybe he does. We'll know after this video. I'm recording this Friday, so we'll see. Jahmyr Gibbs, Pacific Zenith Red. So it's a rookie card, and these typically do well for me, these little reds. The Patrick Mahomes does a pretty good amount as well. Obviously, just red color match Patrick. But this one I bought for maybe less than $1 at a show and sold it for $5, I think. So not bad. All right, Travis Hunter. This was a crazy purchase back in maybe January or February. I was buying Travis all offseason. Thought that was a really good buy. Just felt like he was going to be the guy. I think I got this for like 22, 25 bucks shipped for an SGC. People are going to sleep on SGC. It doesn't add value. Yeah, I get it. But I don't know. I just felt like that was too cheap. Like a base was doing like 10 bucks back then. So pretty cheap. And I think this one sold for 70. Just one of those cards I kept bumping up. I'm like, hey, I'll take the chance and kind of gamble on his Heisman hopes. So 70 bucks for the SGC 10, I will take that. I did sit on it for what, like 8 months, but worth it to me. Jalen Daniels. This guy canceled This guy sucks, Jalen Daniels himself, and the guy who bought it and then canceled. He sent me an offer on all my Jalen Daniels stuff, and this was kind of the most respectable one, I guess. I had it listed for 50, offered 30. I went to go back, and I was like, how much did I pay for this? I paid like 22 bucks for this. So I was like, wow, I can make $2 or $3 on Jalen Daniels and get out of the card? Oh, absolutely. So I accepted that offer. He offered like 60 bucks on my gold autos, and I was like, no, that's, get out of here. I'll hold the gold auto, but this, meh. And then he canceled and said, sorry, I thought it was a different player. And I was like, what? And then I tweeted about it, and someone's like, I just got canceled too. And I was like, oh, was it Lover of Life 1975? I'm like, yep. So I messaged him, like, who did you think it was? And he's like, oh, I thought it was Jaden Daniels. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Idiot. So Elijah Badger, I got this same show as the Pacific Prism there for less than $1. Sold this for $7. I love Elijah Badger, just can't stay healthy. I don't really know what he's doing at Florida this year, but there was a card already listed at $8, so kind of capped right there, especially a green auto, Matt, but into it for less than $1 at this point for nothing. Just decided to take the offer. Again, just can't stay healthy. 9 out of 10 of those guys where it's like, if he can stay healthy, you know, he could be a beast. And it's like, just doesn't. It's like in the NBA, it's like, if he can develop a jump shot, he'll be solid. How many guys actually do that, right? So we don't buy injury-prone guys. Not me. All right, Travis Hunter, another one of these. I graded a couple copies, and I picked up a couple when they would go cheap at auctions. I don't know how many I have. I think I have 3 total. I don't know. But this one sold for 110. That's kind of where his market is, which is crazy. Raws, I think 20 bucks. So we're kind of in a weird place where, like, is there more value in the raw copies? Could they hit 150 as a gem? Sure, but I just think there's too much of a spread now where it's like, yeah, I'll sell for 110. Even if I just don't think Colorado's gonna have the wins for him to win Heisman. Caden Salter, this one I think I'm gonna break even on. Caden Salter, this is a beautiful card though. I love the sparkle on that. Caden Salter, just not where I want him to be. I went in heavy. I mean, I looked at all the numbers in the offseason. Number 3 scoring offense would put up like 46 points a game. Jamie Chadwell, everywhere he's been, has had a elite quarterback. They bring back Quentin Cooley. I was blinded by that and didn't look at their O-line in the portal or who they lost. They didn't add anyone in the portal, but they lost a lot to graduation. So I didn't look at that. I think that's kind of where their issues are. They're 5-0. They're undefeated. I don't know who they play this weekend. They canceled their game versus App State because of the Hurricanes. So now they're at 11-0, and they've got a really weak schedule. CUSA is absolutely terrible. So strength of schedule is one of the worst, even if they go 11-0, which I don't think so. They had to come from behind against like New Mexico State and UTEP and a bunch of really bad teams. I like that they can do that. I like that they've got the resilience to come back, but I just can't rely on it. And his prices, again, for being a 5-0 quarterback, he puts up okay numbers, not nearly what he did last year. I'm just kind of going to start to piece some stuff out if I can get out of it. Brock Vandegrift. This is where I lose the most. So I think I break even on that. I think I maybe break even on this. This is where I lose most of my money, though, when I buy guys that I don't believe in, but I buy just in case. And I'm talking Jackson Arnold, like Luther Burden's in there, Alex Orji, I'm like Brandon Innes, like just in case I'm wrong, I want a piece, right? And Brock Vandegrift was kind of one of those guys. I'm like, ugh, like 5-star kid coming out of high school, goes to Georgia, and like, oh, he's, you know, a great quarterback. Very low level high school football, Georgia. Again, been trying to send some offers out, get out of some cards. I would rather lose money and get my money out and put, you know, sell these for 20 bucks, lose 20 bucks on them, but put it in a Paige Bueckers or Juju Watkins, right? It's just a better spot to have my money in. All right, this was also part of it. So that ended up being a really solid deal with the Elijah Badger and the Jahmyr Gibbs there. I bought like those and a couple other cards for 10 bucks. This one sold for 15. Sent a 5% offer to everyone with counters on. Someone countered at 11, and I accepted that offer. I was like, all right, cool. I was going to send this to ComC. I'll get my money out right now. And they just never paid. And I don't like the counter offer system, and like it doesn't take your stuff down for sale. I've accepted counter offers and people just don't pay. I don't get it, but someone straight up bought it for 15. So that was good juju there. So I'll take it. That was pure profit at that point. Someone this morning sent offers for $11 total. I was going to send these to ComC. Just thought, hey, if I can sell these for $3 on ComC, it's worth it. $11 for the pair, I'll take it. I'm not in a rush to sell or to hold Will Howard or... yeah, I don't know. They've got Oregon this week. I am going to take Oregon. Ohio State just starts way too slow for me. we'll see how bad that take is. But I like Oregon at home. I can't trust Ohio State right now, especially with their schedule. It's hard to evaluate. We'll see. All right, so now kind of the biggest and craziest sales here. Hannah Hidalgo green auto. Beautiful card. I've been buying Hannah Hidalgo. It just never made sense. The Juju Watkins, Caitlin Clark. She's a freshman All-American, or an All-American as a freshman, one of the best scorers in the country. Yeah, I don't know. I felt good about buying up the floor. Her autos were like at 50, 60 bucks, and the next cheapest was like 80 to 100. So I started buying those 50 to 60, and then I started looking again, and her cheapest autos were like 3 greens at 125 and 150. Bought them all, snap. I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. And then got an offer. I had a couple of these, got an offer at 220 and decided to take it. It's going to help the comps of the 3 that I'm about to get in. Hopefully no issues in shipment. Good God, that would be terrible. But yeah, I just thought it's going to raise the comp. I can get out of one of them. Again, the comp with now 3 copies in my hand will be 4 copies total. 3 new copies would be phenomenal. So I wanted to get rid of that and get my money out. So I thought that was beneficial for all Hannah investors there. You're welcome. Juju Watkins, PSA 10. I've got like 4 or 5 copies of this. I listed them for $95. I sold one at full price not long ago. Got an offer for $75. There was a copy at $68. I don't know if this was a promoted listing. I'll have to go back and look. But I decided to take it. The last few were like 45, 56, somewhere around there. So I will take my money, get it out, and I was just feeling good after this huge run of sales, like $950, $850, $900, I don't remember. And then last one here, Juju Watkins. I bought this raw a while ago. I got it pre-grade reviewed by DT Sports Cards. Shout out DT Sports Cards. For $2, he reviewed it and he was like, Gaby, I think this will 8. It's got a shot at a 9 though. Let me know if you want to send it in. And I was like, nope, I'll hold it. And then SGC came out with the basketball special, like 12 bucks to grade basketball. So like, you know what? If it's got a shot at a 9, maybe SGC is a little more lenient on it. We'll see. So since it got a 9, which is not good by any means for SGC standards, I get it. The value of SGC versus PSA is not there, but I think there is some truth to buying this at like an auction and then relisting it, right? So I'm into this card for probably about 50 bucks. Got an offer for 100, which I thought was fair. Raws were doing like 75. There was a PSA 9 direct comp that did 100. So like, you know what? I will take advantage of this. And I do have a 9 true aqua, not a wave. The wave can be less desirable at times. So $100 on that was pretty solid. So, I mean, the big women's basketball, a year ago, people were like, Gaby, why are you buying women's basketball? And look at that. So a lot of sales here, a lot of some losses, some good card show wins. Travis Hunter, the biggest names are definitely starting to move for me. Some quarterback hype, a little case hit there, and Paige Bueckers, and kind of sad to see that go, but definitely willing to move on slabs. I've got a lot of slabs and not a lot of storage. So that's everything. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, and we'll see you next one. Peace. Love you.